Okay, let's see panel. Yeah, just type everything up first and then after that WordPress and open that. Okay, so I'll start again. Just now. So now we can start showing already lah. Like just now I was saying, the screenshot one. You install already, right? All like shot. Can, right? So this is the one I say you can just press your print screen and then you just screenshot, select what you want to select, and then you can even just point out and then type also. So this one I like is straight away I can copy. I can copy, or either I can upload somewhere. So if sometimes you want to the person know WhatsApp, you can also SMS the actual screenshot to the person. But this one usually we just open it on WhatsApp and then we just send it lah. So immediately you go into the WhatsApp. That's quite easy for communicating lah. Okay. Then the Jim is this one. This is the one. So this is the one that we mentioned about the photo editing. So it's like you want to resize. Usually you go in and scale image here. So usually this is the one I mentioned just how in standard any website usually you ask always what's the width and the height in terms of pixel. Like what is the pixel size. But sometimes it's good to maintain a certain larger size, because some website we have the tools where they auto adjust the image. Auto adjust in the sense of like when you upload to the image inside it, it will immediately resize for you lah. But sometimes if it doesn't, then you need to crop it lah. Okay, that's the one. So then other than that, cropping, it means like this. Let's say it's vertical correct, this side, but you want to fit into a perfect square. So example, the size is given, let's say is 500 by 500 example So it's a perfect square but the other one is different. So how do we fit in? Different, right? So usually we only take certain a portion of it. This is what we call cropping because if you force to fit in the image into it and put it into the website itself, it will look very weird these are all preparations before loading to the website or whatever content we prepare. But Facebook, good thing, Facebook will help you adjust. So example, now we want to put certain portion of it into, just how I mentioned, this one. This side is totally different So it's either we can copy the whole thing. What I did is I use a lot of shortcut Control A is select the whole thing and Control C is copy and then I paste it inside here. So then it's like I set the window, then after I can decide how it looks like inside You know what I mean? Then I just resize it so that I know, okay, this is what it's going to look like So like example, for this I want to make sure drag and drop is right in the middle, example So I just resize it a bit like that and then scale. Okay, then we can see how we can adjust it Oops. Okay, something like that so that you fit into the actual image given rather than forcing it to fit in because if you force to fit in, the term we call is pixelated So example, if I try to fit this in without locking this so example, I just put 500 like that, right? It will look very weird you can see, right? Yeah, you can see that it's very weird, right? Yeah, so this image is an important thing to look at in terms of like the what do you call that? The fitting of it to the website. I think at one time we were doing this this is live example. I think Mustafa was helping out on this. So he has to crop some of the images. Hey, where is it? Okay. Why us? Is it? Right? Why us? Right? Oh, because the plugin. Why the plugin was disabled? So I think we have to enable the plugin again. So this is the website that we were editing. So let's say this one is a stretch, right? So we must make sure the size when we upload is a vertical. You cannot upload like a small square lah. But usually it's just good to check with the client. Okay, what is the size? Usually they don't know lah. Sometimes we have to check for them lah. Okay, so it's either we go to the actual image to find the actual size, and then we copy that size, the image. The example like this. So like just now I was using this thing called inspect elements. So I will copy this and then I will extract this image out. So this one way we can set the image according to the size that they give. Main thing is maintaining the proportion. Proportion means, let's say if it's 500 by 500, if you have it 1000 by 1000, 1000 means it's still maintaining the same proportion, a perfect square. The mathematics of it. Okay, clear for this, the image. Okay. And which one? Inkscape. Inkscape is similar lah. FileZilla I'll show together later with the hosting. I jump towards the Google first. Okay. So this is the one Google. Remember just now I was saying you want to research, like let's say what is the common things people search for. Right, give me an industry. No chicken rice. What? Sorry? YouTube industry. You can put like YouTube. But you see when you put YouTube, it's very general. Of course, YouTube will come out first lah. So people, when we create the content, right, if you want to be listed first, usually we go for the longer words first. So example, YouTube for kids, example. So then it's more specific, and usually there's this thing called suggestion. So this is where you can research further and find out what is the thing that's trending or people that will be into those kind of content lah. And you word your content accordingly for the website lah. Why this is relevant in the sense, let's say the client is doing certain industry, and they specialize in that industry, so you can actually suggest this kind of few things that, hey, these are the trend that's coming, you should prepare your content according to this. You get what I mean, right? So you can actually go deeper lah, but don't overspend too long on that lah. Usually people go for at least three words lah. Minimum is 3 words. So people usually go for 3 words or 4 words lah. 3 words means it's called long tail keyword lah. This one. 3 words. So it's like, oh, this is another one. So 4 words. So it's long tail lah. So there's a certain search for this lah. Okay. Can these are the Google searches and then just how I was saying about the images. In desktop you will see more options under tools. Label with reuse with modification means you can actually edit as you like and then reuse is means you can use again You can see very hard to see. And then this is commercial, non-commercial. Non-commercial means it's for personal use lah. If you load it to your personal website, your blog, then it's okay lah. As long as you're not making money out of it, then it's okay lah. Okay. All right. This is a Google one. Now the Google Webmaster. This one I want to show you all this one. This is when we. Okay, I want to show all this here. This one will involve a lot of data lah, so you can actually see like what is the total website clicks, the search. I like to see it there. Yeah, so I give you a different version. I show you a different one. This one. Hey. Still need to go back there. There. Okay. So you can see what is the query that people search for that comes to you. What's the difference between this one and the analytics is that this one just focus on the search from Google. On the Google, that means someone search for a squash site. SQASH-SIT. Then they are somewhere listed lah in the site, somewhere lah. Somehow somebody found them from there lah. See? And then every, I don't know what is that, every session. So they can actually find out and keep track further what is the data. I mean the people search for the term that comes to them. It's quite interesting one. So like this website is called DLL Sports. It's our client. So this is like it's what you call that? It's a news site lah. It's a news magazine kind of site lah. So they are trying to be specialized in this sports industry. And just how I was mentioning, the ads is this one. This is the Google ads. How we know is usually this one. This is very common one. You see? There's usually an X and an I one, and you know it's a Google. It's Google ads. It's like this is in I think New Straits Times, a few of the sites. You will see this one, and sometimes when you see this, it also means if you look from an advertiser point of view, we know we can advertise in this website because they have prepared a section for us to advertise. It's like a backdoor lah. Backdoor for us to advertise because we can utilize Google to tell Google, hey, I'm interested to advertise in this section. If we know how to do that lah, we can be very specific. But this is on advertising, different topic. Okay, quite cool. This is the Webmaster. So Webmaster sometimes in terms of security, they will notify me in the sense that sometimes if there is someone is attacking or the website is recognized, like just how you see is warning from Chrome, right, or FileZilla, that one, right? If there is sometimes they get attacked, Google will notify or mark you as the site got attacked. So if we register with this Webmaster, will be notified in that lah. Okay. Now all of Google one, right? They have this thing in order for it to verify with them. Usually you need to, like with this website, right? If you want to add the Google Webmaster to the website, usually there's always a code to copy and paste into our own website one. Usually they will usually generate a code for you one. And when you generate a code, that's where you need to copy and paste and you just need to verify in the website lah. This one you will learn a little bit more if you're going deeper into the website development. It will always be, let me see, where's the place to submit? There, add property. So when I add the website, they have always a few verification method one, that you need to copy the code, paste into your website, and then click verify. Usually it's like that lah. Usually we just put it in the header of the website lah. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. So this is the site. This, by the way, is WordPress backend lah. Later you will learn something about this lah. So you can try to post something, edit something later lah. Okay. For this. Let me see. So just how I was saying the code, most of the place we can actually paste it inside here lah. Every WordPress is standard one. This style format of the template lah. We call that the template that they use, the theme lah. So there will always be a header somewhere. Yeah. See. So then all the standard code that you want to paste, like from the Google Webmaster, right, is usually placed here. Usually all these places. In the head kepala. So usually we place the code here. any code that's given to verify for the Google Webmaster analytics, everything will be placed here. It's like that's how you do your linking lah. Okay. Can for Webmaster the data. Why are you actually laughing? So these are the few things we must do when we set up the website. Next one I'll show you quickly is Google Analytics. Oh, forgot to put Google Analytics. Okay, so yeah. So this is the one. So you can actually see where the people come from. They search. There's a lot more data like the demographics, whether they are male, female. So you can see the data of all this. Already enable. Let me show you a different one. Yep. So you can see even the age range that you come to your website. So you know with all this data, it still looks a bit blur, right? Can still see Can still see behind. Can see So you can actually see all this like the age overview, gender. So this one we don't do it. Usually they give you the code, we just copy and paste into the website. We just need to have a Google account to set up the analytics. Okay, this is analytics. There's actually more one actually. Acquisition. This one. Acquisition is where we actually get this where they come from lah. Whether it's organic search or direct or referral. Organic search is the one that they Google lah. But it's tying closely to the Webmaster. So that's why we need a Google Webmaster as well. Okay. Then I show you the Google Business. So usually this is the one, the Google Business, right? When we want to add a new location, right? Yeah, that's the one. You start the process from this, just how the link I gave you, right? google.com/business. We just need to add the address of the location, and then usually, as I mentioned, they'll send you a postcard. So once they send you the postcard, it's verified, then you can see all the data here. I show you again this one. Oh. So something like this. So you can see like how many searches. This is a Google map already, the Google Business. So this is the actual data. You can also see like how many people search for you, your view in terms of your location, whether they call you. Where's the inside? Yep. So this is the one. So the insights. So you can see whether you are listed in the search of the location on the map. How many come to visit your website? They request for direction or they call you. It's quite detailed, and also where are they coming from? Direction requests. And phone calls. And also the phones are the photos. So that's why if we list our stuff in on Google, right? If you actually upload more photos, right, you can also see whether people saw that or not. Especially whatever they're doing at that location, right? You can actually submit your photo there. So this is under the Google Business Management. That's why this one, if you have the website, it will link to the website, and then they're able to tell how many people go to the website. This will help overall basis. Remember when you set a website, you connect to the different things. Then other than that, the Google keywords. I show you the keywords. So this one is a tool we use for the research, for the one I mentioned lah. Let me see this one. Ayuh. I don't remember the password. Let me see. Ayuh. I forgot my password. This add account. So this one is what I'm showing you. This one is a Google Ads. It's a Google AdWords account. This is where you can actually do your research of your keywords, advertise. You know, all those you can either advertise in the apps, advertise in the Google, in the different websites. So everything is handled here lah. So that's why they call you create a new campaign. You want to have promote your physical location, or you want to ask them to come to your website. Everything is managed here lah. But the research one, I'm trying to show to you. I need to use a different account. I try to show you after this account. I try to show you the keywords later lah. This one. And then what else? Okay, the Internet Archive. Just now you all got check out the Internet Archive. So this is the site. So this is the one that we can use to research further back. How does the website look like last time? Like now, this is actually what's happening. The website was having some issue. I need to see how it looks like on the home last time. So their last archive was in August lah. So okay, so I'll check it out in August to see how it looks like. Because their website was down at one time, so we have to now restore it back. And now I just need to double check on the home whether it looks the same lah as the current site. I think very slow. Just a little bit more. Then after that, we eat. Then we can go for the next part. Okay. Where is it there? Okay. So you can go backwards. If this one didn't load, you can go back and back and back. So depending how much they have archived and how old is the website. So the longer or the older your website is, you can still go back previously. You why so slow? Alright. So this one also depends sometimes whether they actually show or not that time, or whether it's up or not. If it's blank, it could be missing lah. Let's go way back now. That's how you managed to connect to my internet. Can I don't know why it's not showing. Looks like it's been white color all the while. But anyway, I show you. We see Google's one lah. See whether can come out. Oh, don't have also. This one you try out lah on different website. There. Okay. So you can see way back, see how it looks like last time. Svenska. They didn't change. Okay, this one you can try these tools. Okay, now that's how I wanted to share was this one, the back end, that one we were mentioning. This is the actual hosting. This is the cPanel that I mentioned. So it's like I know there's a lot of things but few main things is most important is number one is the database which is this one. This is where the actual data is being stored for all the website. So you see all these are the database So we need to usually create a database first, then only we link the user to it to log in, like a login You need to create that so that you set this up. And then you can start communicating, like it's like a entry level to go into what is the data when we go inside, what is the data being stored there. You need a username to go in to extract this data. So that's why we need to create a user for this. So you see this is the database user. So when we create and we link up to the database, then that's where we start setting up the other things for the website. I just briefly walk through you all this one so you just get an overall idea first and this is the part where I mentioned the file. This is where all the files being stored It's always very common all of them you will see this same path one, public_HTML. It's all across the same one. Then you will see if it's a WordPress site, you will know all of it will have this same format one. WP admin content included, everything is the same one. So all the sites that we do, everything is using WordPress, majority of it either WordPress or OpenCart So OpenCart is usually for the e-commerce. E-commerce basically is like you want to sell online, we use a different system. But for WordPress today, we are covering this only For this is we call this a CMS, content management system, and inside the tools that we use, usually the template we set up is DV DV team. So later Asher will be sharing on that and how to use it further. Okay, but right now I'm going to share further is just the back end of going into the site So all WordPress site is standard is you will see this one WP-admin unless they change it. So usually you come out, of course this one has more things because this client is they have they have installed a lot of things inside there So you see there's many things on the left side. It's like this imagine your phone, your fresh Android phone is empty, right? When you first set up. So as you install more things, you get more things similar like website So you also have many things on the left side So we have this tools called plugin as well to continue to upgrade for the website. So any additional function we usually find inside here, or we customize from here. Customize, if it's not available, then we find we have to customize. So this is what usually we need to do and then all the content updates is usually in either post or page, unless it's specific to, let's say, photo management. They have some section they put up is just for gallery. Then they usually have an option for gallery, or either for, like this one example, they manage their clients, display their clients info here. I think what is it? Yep. Then they manage it here. So if it's pages, then it's pages. I just show you a quick one also here. If you are using, like just I was asking, right? If you use, let's say, Microsoft Word, right? So you see the editor will look similar, but this is just again purely website lah. Okay, this one is because they are using some sort of editor lah, so you look at it and say, hey, what is this? But you recognize all this, right? Like B, I. This one you all know, right? Bold. Okay, it's quite similar lah in terms of using the CMS. We just got this CMS the editor to update the content. Then it's standard all across this one. Like bold and all this is all the same one like center align, right align, left align. Okay, so far no. And then why there's this thing called post and page? What's the difference? Any idea? Okay, post is basically when you have a group of content together. So example, you have like something like let's say news example. So news, you always have news, new news, right? So and in the news, maybe there are different category of news. Maybe sport news, maybe let's say about announcement. So everything is grouped into that category. So posts have that place to put all these the categories. And page is like it's standard like about us, those kind of things Then what else? Then I want to show you the FileZilla. Okay, OpenCart later I show you also OpenCart. I'll show you the example of OpenCart, nusasports.com. So this is another example of site we did, but it's using an OpenCart system lah. So but it's purely like for e-commerce site lah. See, I can show you. The thing is, what I'm showing you is everything is completed already. It's not the process behind. It's just managing it only actually. But at least you get an idea on what to do on this. Hey, how is it? Let me see. What's the password? Yeah, I forgot the password. Okay, so this one, as you see, is a different system altogether. Then it's basically, this one is like you see all the products, product management. So they will manage all their products here and their sales here. I'll just briefly show you this one. So this one is a different system, but for managing products and selling online Okay, so but if you edit, let's say example, one of the product, right, you will also notice some similarities in terms of the editor. Can see that it's quite common on this one. See? The bold, this kind of things. So as long as you're familiar how to update certain content, then you're quite okay in terms of you're able to do all this updating of the contents. But some of them externally like you want to insert video, right? Then you need to upload to YouTube first. Then you need to link back the YouTube inside here. Okay. This is for OpenCart. And what else? Okay. WeTransfer, just how you saw, right? The WeTransfer, how to use. This is more of like transferring the big files. If you know, sometimes you want to send big files, right? You cannot send. So you actually utilize this to send. So it helps you. You don't have to waste so much space on your email. If you see the file is more than 10 MB or 10 megabyte and above, then you can start using this. You just dump the file inside and then send it like an email. But then it'll expire. That's the only downside. But at least it's easier for you to send big files lah, using this. Okay, can? Okay, next one. This one, okay, can see this is the one I wanted to show you all, the what you call that, FileZilla. So this is basically how you transfer files online. From the, you can either do the from the cPanel way, just how over here. They come here and then you just upload the file one by one. But if it's connecting through the FileZilla, this one, it's very standard one. The host usually is the host, they will, it's like either the domain name, the website, or either it's something very specific that is inside there, they will give you one. But this is too complicated. Usually it's something standard like this one, just the host and then the user and password. That's all. Same thing lah. Anything you want to connect, you need a username and password. Okay. So this one, once you connect, you will see that the left side is all your files, and the right side is the files that is on the server itself, the website server. So you can see again, like the standard look and feel is, you know what is this already, right? History folder, WP admin, WP content. This means this all belongs to WordPress. It's also a WordPress site. Okay. So to upload is just basically just either drag the file from left to right, or either what do you use this? Or either drag the files into the right side. It's just basically a drag and drop. Let me see where. Example. So just hold the files and then just drag it and put it here. This is basically uploading files. Okay. So once it's uploaded, the domain name is called virtualecontacts.com/ BritTalk. Yeah, this was the one that we uploaded. Okay, so once you upload, then you can see it straight away already. Okay, that's for uploading it. Now, just now I was saying about the Google research. This is how it looks like. The backend, there's this tools and then this keyword planner. So this is the one where we actually research and find out like how many people search certain things in a month. So example, this is how we want to know what, let's say cars in Malaysia example. So you're able to see the trends. So it's like cars in Malaysia, average monthly search is 390 example. So with this you're able to find out and again estimate like how many people are searching for this content keyword. And then you can suggest to the client and they make sure the content is all related to that. This one, if you want to explore this one further, you just go to google.com/AdWords. This one is you need to tie up your credit card, then you can somehow use it. Otherwise, then last time it was very easily available one, but now somehow they want you to fill up your credit card and they let you access to this. So from this you can detect your trends. Like example, you can see, got people search for second-hand car Malaysia, car price Malaysia, something relevant. So this sometimes we use this to propose to the client also for entry level. I say, hey, why should I do a website? Okay, because got so many people search for these sort of things. Depending again what business you're into. Okay. And you're able to see the trend based on this the volume search of the in the month is this amount. That's relevant. Keyword relevance. What I put is actually very general. Then they just suggest all the things that's closely related. Okay, this is based on 672 keywords. Of course, as we filter more, then you're able to get a more specific data for the client, depending on the content. Okay. Then is this clearer now? Zoom in. Can see clearer now. Okay. Now, actually, you want to start sharing on your site? Okay. So actually, we'll share more on the updating of the website and also the customization of it, so you get an idea on how we do it. And website, right, is all the things we do, like this WordPress, right, it's not only for website alone. If you have time later, you pass by right downstairs, you know the coffee grind, I don't know, you're downstairs in the middle. If you're going back LRT, right, later, you just pass by downstairs, coffee grind nearby there. There's a kiosk we set up there already. The base, that one is actually from website one. It's a Plaza Central directory. So why we use website? Because they wanted to have something that can sync online to offline. So you can have a look at it and you see, okay, this is actually built from a website, but it's displayed in the kiosk. Okay, so you have an idea also how we can deploy it to different things. Okay, later you go downstairs, you have a look.